Hey everyone, if you don't know me, my name's Claire, and I guess by week 4, I am almost a lo-fi producer. This is the last week of my challenge to become a lo-fi producer in a month, which has really been interesting. I'm a producer who's worked mostly in rock music and folk music, so you can imagine that lo-fi is quite different for me. Over the last few weeks, I've really started to understand the genre and what needs to go in these songs in order to make them make sense, and to make them characteristic of the rest of the stuff that's in the lo-fi atmosphere. The main challenge that I've faced so far is learning to be okay with space. In the stuff that I've produced in the past, it's been very much a goal to keep it engaging and keep it changing at every turn. But what I'm beginning now to realize is that that's just not what lo-fi is. Lo-fi is something that you're supposed to listen to in the background and not really pay a whole lot of attention to. So it's okay and maybe even good if it's not super engaging and doesn't really go a lot of places, which is strange to me and difficult to wrap my head around for sure. Another big challenge I've faced is I can't really tell how much vinyl crackle and tape noise is too much or too little, because I know it's kind of on everything, and the same can go for like atmospheric sounds. The first one was a beach sound, the second one was city sirens, and the third one was a restaurant. So the same kind of goes for everything. I know that those things are very characteristic to the genre, and I don't want to take those away, but I also don't really know how to use them sparingly and reasonably. I don't know how much is too much. I just don't know when to stop. So anyway, those are the things that I will keep in my brain for this fourth and final week. So I'm excited to see what happens. Maybe this one will be my magnum opus. I kind of doubt that, but we'll see what happens. Let's go. Okay, hi. So my favorite one that I've done so far is definitely week 2, and that was a little more of a moody vibe, so maybe that's what I'll try to go for again this week. I'll just dig for a piano sound first, I think. That just feels right to me. Logic updated, and I'm very thrown off. I'm gonna go back to Labs, I think. The Spitfire Audio Labs. Or not. Okay. Let's try that again. That's kind of interesting. An electric piano. Why not? But I want to do minor key. Let's do D minor. It's the saddest of all keys. I like that part. I'm gonna find a different electric piano sound though. It's a little too bright. It's called Bright Suitcase in its defense. We're into the experimental category now. Yep. Okay, cool. Quantize loop. It's probably too many loops. Let's move sequentially. That's another thing that I found worked better. Rather than build it and move it around after. That just doesn't work for my brain. You know what? I'm more in the mood for a drum loop today. This just feels like a drum loop moment to me. I'm getting crisscross applesauce. Real cozy here today. Lo-fi drum loop. That feels right to me. Let's do it. Maybe I'll make this the groove track, because this is like a tiny bit swung. Sick. Okay. I love when that works. That never works. I'm gonna put a bass here towards the beginning. I'm gonna go to Arturia again for this. Arturia, my beloved. Let's try that one. It might be a little too verby. It's doing a weird thing where it just hangs on too long. That's all. Bass Girls. Pretty cool. I do like it. Put my cymbal swell there. Okay, Okay, so it definitely needs a little more movement in here. I hate to say it, but you all know where I'm going. You all know where I'm going. Still needs a little more movement here, just to kind of get it moving. Literally. Let me cook. Let me just cook. Just let me cook. Embrace the space, I'm also really able to stretch it longer because I have two ideas and I want them to come in. Because I want to do like a pad here and then maybe I'll do a layer of the melody but up an octave on the next one. Where usually I would be like, oh, but it's too boring, like you can't. But if I'm embracing the space, then I'll probably actually be able to stretch this one to be longer than the other ones. The other ones I haven't really been able to get much longer than about 2 minutes, but this makes sense. I actually like the Logic stock pads a lot. Airways is somewhere on pretty much everything that I've ever done. I'm down with that one. Maybe I'll do like a on this. I actually just want to add a little, just like a kick drum because I feel like it's really getting lost. Literally just like no tone, just like this one but fluffier. Yeah, like that. Can I do this? Queen Side said I can do this. It worked. This is a pretty niche audience. I'm sure you all know who Sides is. S-E-I-D-S. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but she posts Logic tips. Every time I'm like, I know Logic really well. She's not going to teach me anything, and every time she does. And this is one of the things that I took away from her stuff. So if you're not familiar with her and you use Logic, definitely look her up. She's very knowledgeable and has a lot of cool like shortcuts and stuff. There's like another kick pattern in this that maybe I should try to match instead. Okay, well I'll make this just so I can have that on the pad, and I'll do that with the compressor that's sidechained to this track. I'll just turn the output off for this, and then I'll change the part on this one. I did it! I can't believe I did it! Okay, kick is doubled, click is in place. We're gonna put a sidechain compressor on this, and then all will be good. Huh? Why not working? Why you no work? Oh, is it because I'm on low latency maybe? Yep. That's annoying. Change to like a bell sound for this. I just want to have another pad in this kind of same section on a different note, doing the same kind of thing, just a different note. That's cool. I like that. I think we're at the atmosphere stage. Maybe that with the rain layered over it could be cool. I think, honestly, wait for the melody. Yeah, like, I'm not ready for the melody yet, still. And then go, bring the drums back. Cut them out for a sec, bring them back. I'm kind of slaying right now. That's nice, actually. Let's do that. Hi, this is Claire from the future. I realized after I finished that I actually lost about a half hour of footage at the end. So if the editing is weird and you're hearing a disembodied voice for the rest of the video, that's why. Sorry. I don't think I like that sound now. In an ideal world, I would play that guitar part, but that feels like a lot of work to me right now. And this is fine. If one day I end up fixing it, I will play it, but right now I just don't want to. Saxophone. Alto, I think. Is there a better one? That one's not great. I'm gonna cut the drums out here. I think we have a form. It's about 2.5, which is a little bit longer than normal, so win. Hold on. It's too soon. I'm just gonna go quarter note cakes here. I'm gonna do a little sax harmony. Put a little vibe on the end. Just a little bit of vibraphone. Just a little bit of vibraphone. Just for a little bit of spice. Needs a little mixy mix. Okay, so here's the verdict. I'm gonna have another full listen. I'm still a little bit uncomfortable with the amount of space and the fact that it doesn't really have ebb and flow, and you know, there's a little bit, but it's something, yeah, that is very much a learning curve. Just getting comfortable with it not being super engaging constantly all the time. So, with that in mind, here's our final listen through. So, am I a lo-fi producer? Frankly, I don't really think so. But I think I'm definitely a lot closer to it than I was at the beginning of this challenge, particularly with my revelation at the end of last week that I need to just embrace the space and just do the thing. I think that was a really useful mindset change, even though it's something that I still very much struggle with. At the end of this, it still feels a little bit empty and a little bit weird, and I think it'll just take more time for me to get used to that if it's something that I continue doing. I think I'm going to maybe take a step back from it for a bit just because it's been a little bit now, but I think I definitely have a better understanding of it than I did before and a better grip on all of the conventions of the genre. So I'm considering this a success. And I also just really want to thank everybody for being here on this journey. We recently surpassed 500 subscribers, which I know seems like a really small milestone, but it just felt like a really big deal. And I really appreciate you all being here and watching me do the things that I do. It's been nothing but support and love, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you all for doing that. And I know that this is the end of the series, but if you want to stick around, there'll be lots of other fun music production, other stuff, content coming at you. I'm still going to post weekly. But if this is something you enjoy, then maybe we'll come back to it one day. Maybe we'll do some more lo-fi. If you have anything that you'd like to see me do, just pop it in a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.